everybody, I'm Keychain Gaming. Haven't done a video in a while. I haven't really felt the passion to create. But lately I have seen a lot of players asking for help in how can I do more damage, how can I get more combat rating, like what do I need to do next to help my character. And one of the first things I do, and I'll just pick a random person here and we'll see if this works, is I look at their Paragon tree. Now, I can't look into their Paragon tree deeply, but I can look here and see that he's 54 in Treasure Hunter, 31 Vanquisher, 63 Gladiator. Like this is actually looks pretty like a pretty decent tree. Treasure Hunter doesn't work the way it should. We'll get into that differently. But this video specifically, we're going to talk about the Paragon tree. And I'm going to show you my 235 Paragon optimized tree and where you can go from here. It's all your choice. But looking at my character, I'm just over 1,000 resonance. This was a lot of work. If you guys don't know, I played 4 characters every week for a very long time to get all the platinum and transfer that platinum to myself to get this resonance. It was a lot of work. I've stopped doing that recently, but it was a pain. Once I got to 1,000, I stopped. But looking at my character, I have 7,000 damage. And that is not from having amazing gear or anything else. It's the Paragon trees. So let's get into the Paragon tree. Let's take a look. I will show you how I got every single damage node. There are a few things that are bugged right now, so it could have been technically more efficient. But I am 31 Vanquisher. So I got these 5 damage nodes. I went here, and I got these 25 damage nodes. I didn't get anything else yet. I'm going to start filling this in after. I went into the survivor tree. I went down this side, picked the cheapest of the nodes. So the choice here was between, once I get this, it was either 20 points or 10 points. So I went 10. When I got here, it was either 20 points or 15 points. So I went here. Then I went to this node and 25 here for another. And when you do this, this is 500 damage. Moving on to the treasure hunter, I put 21 points here. It's, the 5, the 6, and then another 15 for 21, all damage. Moving on to the Gladiator Tree. Now the Gladiator Tree, this one you could technically get with 62 points, but if you're going to go this deep into Gladiator, you need the cheat death point because, if you do have to do your 3 PvP matches every day like I do, you might as well try and do okay at it. So I have cheat death for this, but I worked through the same way and I went with the cheapest path to get to this 25 for another 500 damage. Moving on to the soldier tree. Started here, down to the 15, down to the 15 for another 300 damage. Eventually, at least the current state of the game, you get to Paragon 600. That's max every single tree. Every single tree is 100 points. So eventually you will get all points in all trees. But early on, you want to maximize what you can. You want to maximize damage. And then finally, Mastermind. I started here and I went down and over to the 20. Now I recently found out this is bugged. You can get 5 points here, 1 point here, and a single point in this armor penetration node will unlock you to go through. So you can go 5, 6, 7, 8, and get 20 here. So you can get 28 points here instead of 31 to free up 3 points for something else. So technically you could max all damage nodes for a Paragon 232 build. That's it. That's the trees. You go for maximum damage. Now, where do you go from here? What's the next step? For me personally, because I'm focused on this doing damage, doing extra damage, focusing damage, I'm going to continue that trend. I'm going to work over here, and I'm going to work towards this armor penetration. But I might balance this out a little bit because right now I've got all of these Paragon trees and none of them are functional. I'm going to hit Hell 5 soon, and I'm going to start doing some dungeons again. I haven't done dungeons in weeks because it's pointless to do H4 dungeons when you're about to hit Hell 5 and replace all that gear, and I didn't want to burn myself out because dungeons suck. Alright, the dungeon grind of this game sucks, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching this video 6 months from now and they fixed it, disregard that. But the current state of the game on September 25th, 2022, dungeons suck. The set item rate drops suck. There's just, they need to change it in one of many ways. I've made suggestions. They ignored all of them. It is what it is. The other thing that I will probably do, because they're easy points, is I will put 1 point here and 1 point here so that I can use the mastermind tree, because this is a pretty easy, turn it on for the dungeons, and you've got, bonus damage, bonus crit rate, and I forgot what this one even does, making the boss vulnerable, so it takes 20% more damage. So these three together make your dungeon runs way faster. Eventually, I might come up here and get this life and work towards this, and I'll start focusing other trees. Like, the other thing I'll probably do is the Vanquisher tree. I'll get this one, and I'll probably come up here and get this one, just a little extra. I'm not 100% sure on that, but after you've done this max damage, the whole point of this video and the whole thing is from here on out, after you've gotten all the damage trees, you can do what you want. If you do feel that treasure hunter is worth it, start building out the treasure hunter tree. If you want more health, more survivability, if you're in this survivor tree and you're like, well, I actually want, this for challenge rifts or whatever, like reducing the fatal damage you take from monsters. Well, then come down here and get these points and work into here. I don't think you can go backwards. Now I think this is a mistake. So you have these arrows that you can go one direction. I would have preferred this to be two directional so that I could have gone here and back to this. I would like to get this node from here. I think these should all be bi-directional nodes. I should also be able to go up here. So I should be able to choose my path. If I don't want this armor node, I should be able to come here, 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 and up. Not this one directional stuff that they've got going on, but another peeve. It's just my opinion. I think that's really it. Like, you can do what you want from here, but if you've watched this video and you appreciate it, let me know what your damage was before and what it is after. A lot of people that I see when they're asking for this help, they're at like Paragon 210 and they're sitting on like 4,000 damage, and you look and they've got like 100 points in one of the Paragon trees. Like, they completely maxed a tree. I'm like, don't do that. Like, some of this stuff is not useful. Completely maxing this Vanquisher tree, like, yeah, you get some good stats and stuff, but damage is king in this game. So focus on your damage first. Eventually fill out some of the other things you need. I really think that's it. I'm rambling. So that's it for this video. Remember to hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I love comments. I reply to all the comments, but I don't get many in this game. People don't seem as engaged when they watch videos in Diablo Immortal to actually leave a comment. So, alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I will be covering the new patch notes and the castle and how we do the castle and how we get high rank, because I will be going for high rank because it's equalized. I don't have to worry about competing with all the whales because it's normalized. It's more like an Elder Rift where the monsters are scaled to your combat rating. Now the whales do still have a slight advantage there, but it's not as significant. So, okay, rambling again. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.